In our first report, the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development officially launched Uganda's first ever electric motor vehicles charging station. Located at Amber House, Kampala Road, this landmark development marks a significant step in the country's efforts to decarbonize the transport sector. We have the details of this report.
The unveiling of Uganda's first public electric vehicle charging station at Amber House in Kampala was presided over by Energy Minister Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa.
With the global demand for transport services expected to increase in future years, it is crucial to sustainably transform the sector and advance towards a zero-carbon sector within electric mobility. Today's event reflects the commitment of government of the Republic of Uganda to the global climate agenda. That's why government has funded these charging stations, because of that commitment.
Minister Nankabirwa underscored the urgent need for the public to embrace clean energy solutions to mitigate climate change by reducing global carbon emissions.
You can charge from anywhere. You can charge at home, you can charge in a mall, you can charge in a public charging station, anywhere.
Uganda has been at the forefront of e-mobility in Africa since the unveiling of the Kira electric vehicle in 2009. Since then, Kira Motors has made remarkable progress in vehicle manufacturing, positioning the country as a leader in sustainable transportation.
In the foreseeable future, in the short term, we are looking at $146 million to be able to scale this to a point where it can bear the fruits that we want at scale and start turning some money into the pockets of the shareholders.
The launch comes at a crucial time when the adoption of electric cars, buses and motorcycles is rapidly increasing in Uganda.
Happening now at Amber House, Kampala of
Uganda. Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa, has called for responsible mining of minerals so as not to deplete them. This call was made during the orientation for new members of the Parliamentary Committee on Environment and Natural Resources on the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development structure and deliveries. We have more.
The Minister of Energy and Mineral Development, Dr. Ruth Nankabirwa, has explained to new members of Parliament on the Committee of Environment and Natural Resources that there is need for responsible mining so as not to deplete the resources. Vast challenges in the mining sector is among the core reasons for this orientation of new members of the Parliamentary Committee on Environment and Natural Resources, with majority being from mining areas like Busia, Kasanda, among others. Dr. Nankabirwa advised on value addition in mining.
We have new members of Parliamentary Committee on Environment and Natural Resources, and we agreed that they are given an opportunity to be taken through the sector, to understand the sector, because we have to work with them. They oversee our work. They have to oversee something where they have been inducted. So today we expect to give information to those new members of the committee, but also to interact with the old ones who could be having issues to raise, and at the end of the day we shall find ways of facing challenges that the sector is facing right now, because it's a partnership between the ministry and the committee.
Energy sector players recommended for the mineral sector to be commercially productive.
Of the transformation agenda is the issue of ensuring that the mineral sector becomes commercially productive so that our country can harness the mineral resources for purposes of enhancing our revenue base.
The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development, Irene Batebe, says the ministry's Sustainable Development Program aims at connecting Ugandans to affordable energy.
Today we are reporting about 60% of Ugandans connected to electricity, whether off-grid or on-grid, with about 38% on off-grid and 22% on-grid. And we have the task of ensuring, as much as we can, we achieve universal access as enshrined in the Sustainable Development Goal number 7, where we also ratified as a country commitment to achieve universal access.
The theme for the retreat is empowering excellence in sustainable energy and extractives. Marion Awori and Crispus Arinitwe for UBC.
In more news, Bank of Uganda handed out the first ever large license registered society's license to EBO Cooperative Savings and Credit Society Limited. EBO is a SACCO based in Western Uganda and has been in operation for over 30 years.
We are so delighted to be the first SACCO in the country to be licensed by the Bank of Uganda, because this opens a new world of great opportunities and possibilities for the growth of our society, the growth of our current and future members, and for the growth of the sector in general, because I believe our success story will inspire many more SACCOs around this country. For EBO SACCO, getting licensed by the Bank of Uganda is not about incremental growth. This is the beginning of a journey for us to realize our full potential as an institution. This is the beginning of a journey for us to go beyond our regional focus to becoming a national financial institution serving Ugandans from all walks of life, coming from every corner of our blessed country.
Who called you? We are not. It is not the central bank which called you to register. You are the ones who have said now we have age, we can manage. Now it goes with risk, and you need to ensure that you can manage now risks, to ensure that you can remain afloat. You are not going to deplete the salary requirement. You are going to move with us properly. And here, this requires stringent regulations, management of the loan book very well, because if we come and find that the loan book has now been flouted, we don't want you to be in problems. This may tantamount to over-regulations if you want, but for a financial sector, those who have been working in the management of financial sector, it is one of the most risky sectors. So we cannot manage to be magnanimous in the management of financial sector. If you go to other countries, even the rules are more stringent.
As EBO, of course, the last 30 years, and even the due diligence that was done by BOU, the fit and proper test that was carried out amongst the senior management team and the board of directors, all of us actually passed. And we have full 9 departments which are there to manage some of these risks. We have a risk and compliance department. We have credit department, which is also there. We have operations and IT department, which is also robust enough. We have a legal department, which is also there.
The emergency of internet-run digital streaming decoders in the Ugandan pay-TV market has significantly impacted the profitability of existing service providers. Despite regulatory warnings to traders supplying these decoders, consumers view this as a digital disruption, prompting service providers to reassess their offerings.
This is a StarSat decoder. one of several brands of internet-run decoders currently available on the Ugandan market, offering up to 400 channels of international television and radio stations.
Connection automatic, data.
According to UCC, these products were first reported in 2023 by existing regulated market players, MultiChoice, StarTimes, and others. The regulator then confirmed through a letter early in February this year to the Uganda National Bureau of Standards that these devices are imported from Dubai but manufactured in China.
We are cautious that individuals have been able to work with persons outside of this country. First of all, to import decoders. These decoders basically come into this country and they are not known by the regulator. Any communication device imported into Uganda has to be type approved by the Uganda Communications Commission. It has to be type approved to be suitable for our market.
Speaking to the PR and communications manager of MultiChoice Uganda, the suppliers of these decoders locally are not licensed by the regulator and have not paid for the rights to broadcast this content in Uganda.
Rights must be paid for. And when they are paid for, people pay subscription. When subscription is paid, it means that there is tax that's coming through to government, because our subscription, and I'm sure a number of customers do receive a fiscalized receipt of sort directly from URA to say, you know, you've paid for your DSTV, your GoTV subscription, and this is your receipt.
Users of these decoders, especially in the central region, have grown into their hundreds of thousands. This trend can be attributed to their affordability and ease of use.
Many Ugandans would love to watch football, especially Premier League, La Liga, at a cheaper cost. But you find DSTV to watch Premier League and La Liga, you pay over 200,000.
Some of the money that is paid for these rights actually trickles down to the clubs. So just know that when you pay your subscription, your beloved Manchester United or Newcastle is actually earning from the money that you've paid.
Once you have a dish from any service provider installed, one can access over 400 premium TV and radio stations at 20,000 shillings per month, 55 for 3 months, with 140,000 shillings guaranteeing you a year of premium content. These amounts are far below what local content licensed players are offering.
What you're dealing it with is a pirated content, and pirated content has not passed through proper channels. Somebody has not bought rights for it, somebody is not paying licensing, somebody is not paying staffing costs and establishment costs of a business to be able to happen. I have seen people who are comparing, I think, Uganda to, say, Nigeria. Nigeria has over 10 million pay TV subscribers. Uganda has a little over 1 million pay TV subscribers. If you had the same licensing rates for a piece of content, the economies of scale would be different. So the cost of that content in Uganda, distributed among 1 million subscribers, will be different compared to if you're distributing it among 10 million subscribers.
Consumers accuse digital pay TV service providers for propagating monopolistic business practices on Ugandans.
This is the era of fiber. It's this era of smart technology, whatever. We all have smartphones. It simply means that we have other choices. And then consider one thing, that also not everybody has that money. So consumers are also overstretched. And with the new innovations coming into the market, actually what the customers are expecting, the old players in the market will at least drop their prices. But unfortunately, you notice that some of them have maintained the price. Others have actually hiked it because they claim they are overtaxed. And this is now forcing majority of the public to look elsewhere.
The regulator, however, deems these devices illegal and warns of their potential to facilitate cybercrime.
As the matter is investigated further, it is easy for consumers to view this as technological disruption. However, legal steps to obtain licensing and gaining broadcasting rights for the content shown on most channels have been breached.
Wadulo Arnold Mark in Kampala.
China and Uganda's bilateral relations are at their best in history, says Ambassador Zhang Lijiang, the Chinese ambassador to Uganda. Ambassador Zhang met these compliments at Kingfisher Oil Development Area in Chikube, where he presided over the second annual secondary school's Kingfisher Art competition. Take a look.
The Kingfisher Art competition brought together young artists from schools in Hoima and Chikube districts to showcase their talent and creativity. From atop the cliffs, the students observed the scenery and translated their visions into striking artworks that reflected the balance between heritage and modernization, a key theme of the 2025 competition.
This theme highlights the harmony between the tradition and the progress, and remind us that while progress brings new opportunities, our traditions and culture remain invaluable.
The 30 competing students from 16 secondary schools vied for top honors, including trophies and other prizes awarded by the China National Offshore Oil Corporation, CNOOC, a joint venture partner in the oil and gas project.
Through today's joint activity, you not only have the opportunity to showcase your talents and express your visions for the future of your country, but also to deepen your understanding of the importance of environmental protection and sustainable development. And more important, you will have a better understanding of China-Uganda relationship, and hope in the future you will be the ambassador of friendship between China and Uganda.
Speaking at the event, Ambassador Zhang Lizhong, the Chinese ambassador to Uganda, emphasized the deepening economic ties between Uganda and China, noting that by the end of 2024, Chinese enterprises had invested over US $800 million in various sectors of Uganda's economy, creating tens of thousands of local jobs.
CNOOC, as an example, with the vision of energy for a better future and the goal of implementing high-quality projects, building first-class teams, and promoting China-Uganda friendship. After 12 years of energy cooperation in Uganda, CNOOC has become one of the largest Chinese investors in Uganda.
The winners of the art competition were awarded with their artworks receiving special recognition for their artistic depth and storytelling.
Though I'm the best, it does not mean others do not know art. No, it is just because I was outstanding, meaning that they also have something they know about it. So through the interactions, I've also learned something. After the competition, I moved through looking at people's pieces.
Okay, such ceremonies help and improve multiple skills, because I've witnessed the skills of one of my friends who has also managed to be the third runners-up. He has really expressed talent that time.
Beyond the competition, the Chinese ambassador led a tree planting initiative in Chikube district, symbolizing CNOOC's commitment to green development and environmental conservation. Dennis Igoa and Juman Samba for UBC in Chikube district.
In another report, the Insurance Appeals Tribunal has reported a high increase in cases of complaints filed by the public. The trajectory is linked to the enhanced sensitization of the industry, which has attracted potential premium customers. This was during the official opening of the 2025 Insurance Week at Lugogo. Take a look.
The annual Insurance Week, organized by the Insurance Regulatory Authority, brings together industry players and intends to create awareness about different insurance policies.
This week reminds us of our responsibility not just to sell policies, but to provide a security, peace of mind, and unwavering support to our clients when they need us most.
Sector players urged to incorporate innovation and updated technology to match the market competition and enhance access.
To continue to institutionalize this initiative of going out to the public and extending engagements across all your branches, ensuring that every policyholder, prospect, regardless of location, has access to these interactions.
The Insurance Appeals Tribunal unveiled improved insurance uptake by the public. This is inclined on the complaints registered, which represents transparency of the industry.
Number of complaints registered with the Insurance Regulatory Authority Complaints Bureau have increased, and this is as a result partly of the improved awareness campaigns we continue to do.
Claim dispute quantum, so it's 92 billion. So insurance claims may be few in number, but the money that is tied in there is quite big. So when you handle the dispute very fast, you release that back money.
The shortened time during claims response is attracting more business people towards the sector, and insurers intend to leverage on digitization to innovate more favorable premiums.
As we interact with the public, there is need for us as insurers to engage the youngsters, to interest them in issues to do with insurance, so that we can build a strong force in future.
The 2025 Annual Insurance Week is themed Redefining Innovation, Trust and Inclusivity, and players are urged to uphold these principles while building trust towards sector development. Abdulnasir Lubwamu.
In the corporate news, it has been a busy week for Vivo Energy Uganda as the company unveiled a newly refurbished Shell Lugogo service station and partnered with the Uganda Taxi Operators Federation to launch a campaign aimed at empowering drivers. Let's have a look.
Vivo Energy Uganda launched a campaign to celebrate the country's hard-working drivers while also rewarding loyal customers. Running for 3 months, the campaign includes value-driven initiatives designed to enhance the diesel customer experience.
We appreciate where the economy is at, and we take full responsibility for some of the way the economy is swinging, because we sell fuel, which is a critical product in the path of life. So the people who actually take our fuel are super critical to us as a business, and therefore we've come down here to say thank you, but also to give them more value. As they consume the fuel, we give them something back.
And it's contributing more than 40% of our market share. So that's why this is a very critical segment for us. We have to take care of them, make sure they are safe on the road, they are using the right product, using the right lubricants, and that we are able to give them back to the community, which we are saving.
In partnership with the Uganda Taxi Operators Federation, Vivo Energy is offering exciting rewards to participants. Among the prizes up for grabs are 2 Toyota vans, commonly known as drones, along with other instant rewards for lucky winners. Relatedly, after 7 months of refurbishment, the Shell Lugogo service station has been reopened.
We've noticed that the customer looks for more than fuel at a Shell station, and therefore we are trying to find the customer at their need and addressing the need that they require. Right now we have broken down Lugogo and refreshed Lugogo to look and feel like the customer that we serve. The customer wanted more fuel from the station, so we've made this station a destination rather than a transit space.
You can have a good ambience, you can withdraw money, you can have a business meeting. You can even propose to your date at the balcony at Java, I can tell you, and you can have KFC. It's a drive-through, so you don't have to sit here. You can actually also take your meal home and share while you watch television at home. So it's a whole experience, and we realize that customers are more and more busy. For all of us, time is a constraint. So if you come, you want to do as much as possible and not just to fuel. So these partnerships are a key strategic element of our strategy.
According to Joanita Menya, the managing director, Vivo Energy Uganda, the company is committed to improving customer experience and offer essential services at all its stations.
And today we've unveiled the
As you know, we carried our first pilgrims about 2 years ago, and we continue to do the same. We work with travel operators to handle these bookings, and of course with the Airbus, we as we get better at it, we take more and more of them. And again, we'll be taking some more. We have some bookings, like the team mentioned. And it's exciting because we are supporting, as the national carrier, everyone, regardless of tribe, regardless of religion. We are hoping that one day we will also do a route to Israel, but for now we're excited that we are supporting our Muslim brothers to go to Mecca.
Where the newly constructed road aims at stunning picture of progress and development. Take a look.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Looking for instant excitement? The Uganda National Lottery Spin for Cash game is now available online. Wherever you are, you can join the excitement for just 500, 1,000 and 2,000 Uganda shillings. Don't miss out. Register now on www.nationallottery.go.ug for a chance to win your share of 2 billion instantly. What are you waiting for? Play Spin for Cash now, anytime, anywhere. Ituba is the proud operator of the Uganda National Lottery.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
This weekend on UBC.
Is the will of God monogamy? Because many people today believe in polygamy, and we've had pastors show up, preachers, people going into the parliament and saying we can be able to present our thoughts and please let the government allow us to have more than one woman because the Bible allows us. But does the Bible allow you?
I say this humbly. The pastors who you are representing here,
Yes.
you stand in that respect as a pastor.
Yeah.
If they are also
Yeah.
advocating for this,
Yeah.
what is the sheep supposed to do?
Well, you see, this is where the problem is. Being a pastor doesn't make you an Alpha and Omega. You're just a believer. And the Bible says, you shall know them by their fruits. The fruit must be in line with Jesus. So any preacher who goes against what Jesus is saying is a preacher rejected by Jesus himself.
This weekend on UBC. This weekend on UBC.
You start a journey, an official journey with me. And in here is a few small things that I think you might need, and we might need along the journey. So I'd want to hand over this case by saying, come walk this journey with me. It's never always rosy, it's always bumpy sometimes, but we keep going. So come walk the journey with me. Thank you, sweetie.
Alikunjaya gundi aliba watimaira siri musonyi woyo okuva we walungi wote ensi yange endala we wagikwakulako oluyi nze ndi muntu wa mirembe nnyo naye ekisajju nembeera kwe kukubulwa nti nakugirako akakofiira bwe nkulooza ogamba siikese kusaba ojjukirenga nnyo luli olunaku lwaffe lwe twasisinkana gwe nakugirako eno seppeewo bwe nkulooza ogamba siikese kusaba ojjukirenga nnyo luli olunaku lwaffe lwe twasisinkana.
Chocolate, just to, honor your sweet cravings. Where I'm not tonight, if you feel like testing any sweetness, there's a little chocolate for you. and of course, there are beautiful flowers to represent the kind of love that I have for you. Once again, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for honoring me before my family and friends.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Na ukakula kyesetezo na shanga ichitengo chokutunga enkoko muze enkoko kazitunga nagula enkoko igana nazitunga nazorobwire buke naziguza nazyamu miliyoni emwe n'emitwaro 3 enkoko ezo kunarebire zitagoba kurungi negi miliyoni emwe n'emitwaro 3 zineyihamu kanziguremu obutunguru nagura obutunguru obwa supayari kilo 3 nazihinga nasigaza balance y'emitwaro 80 nahinga abedi natoma ntabire nabyaza sente ezo zahwa nashitaba n'omushiza wanje sente za muzeyi zihwire hatukore ki kajye twiharoni yonyeza tushashuri yarya roni namwemerera hawo kamutera umukono mutagutire wakata kajimo twaza muri rwa mixed farmer tuyamu miliyoni 2 n'ecweka twija twabagaze emisiri yitu twafuhirira twayika kweza akusharura kutwaje kushya twashakine zindi sete zahwireho nazo mu kigombe cy'abakazi ecyanyanga twatanise group ni yame mitwara 26 abakazi bantera umukono nije nasharuze emisiri yanje okusharura no kushara n'emotoka byamara emitwaro 26 obutunguru nabuto mu stoha abashubuzi barwa Kampala beija babugura kuba bupakire harugamesha wana n'itanu burishaho bwashoransi burishaho twagize mitwara 24 kuba burya higuru tubuguza 5 mukuru wihanga tubuguza nkaga kushabuka shuma twabuguze mitwara 24 kuto abazire twashanga twine miliyoni 10 n'imitwaro 9 omu butunguru nayongera kukunda mukama wihanga ntinanye yamanya miliyoni kwezi ndakareba mu ngaro zanje ninye nazibaranzi no munju kuna benzi bikanzo shaka kulingurizo ngunde yaziriyo abo nkanta kazire ba mu ngaro yaje bukira mukashini mukanza kureba ntinga zabuzire esente twatwi no mwana aturemire ago mu institution twakora miliyoni 1.25 twagishashura twakora horo ni twagurize miliyoni 2 n'imitwaro nshaje na mukaga twashashura twasigazo balance yitu nk'abantu omukayitu katwinaha umwanya utukombeka gwaturemire gwagumiraho balance twasigize twabembekera twagiha amadirisa twagibuga twabuje twayemerezaho twaje mwe n'ubusete buco bwasigaraho katugura ubutunguro butine season ubwo mwarebaho ubutukushikera ubwo ntusheze emikono yatukukire nk'abakazi kandi tinyenyenga abakazi bona banoje bakize firita umushano rani mwenye mukuru wihanga ni nkusima webare obutunguru nagura ubwo butunguru nabwa nabutera nagamba twe nushija gurebera ubwo butunguru nahise tuzashungura benkoko za muzeyi manye entaje kwaho yarujire nagure nkoko 300 nisha nazitunga nawe yarebe butunguru twazo mukweyi ya mwene twaye muntu arebere nkoko nisha arebe butunguru ubutunguru cyabo byara twabyara nabakoza turabyaza enkoko zija emere yenkoko yatemba munonga yaruga shingiru kaga yaza ari 14 naranze nkoko zaenda kundema nagambira mushije wanje katuguzeho enkoko igana zirebere ngenzi zazo kuko zo twaziguza twareberera enkoko sigire mu kiju kwahwero bwire buke enkoko ezo hayijame ndwara y'urukororo hafamo ubwana 25 ubwa bucya gutaka fe na eta doctor wa private gukora kuziragurira yaziragureza bizahwira mani zafa ezabita kafi guhwira mani zakira neija nasigaze nkoko igana nshaje n'itanu ezimini ntekateka ngo ati nakuza ku ejora yawe nkaziguza nize byaro butunguro bwo musiri obwine season bwani bwo musiri bwire season ninza kuza okuzobwe ubagare obwo musiri ebyo byonyokereye nko muntu okushaba muzeyi nagama ngu nitushera ubutunguru n'emikono nanisha kuba omumabiciro gawe nobona yonka pampu ninge byo kushikeza otuyambito nk'abakazi twanogiri grupu yanje yorukore nyine tuyagaba hinje b'ubutunguru nibwo tukureberera abakazi bari bika shayi 11 shayi mwe robanda bifutaza kandi kukoro mu abandi konka twageze za PDM ukora umwana twakureka twakora umwita
omukunda wetu muzeyi na mama mwebare byone byo tiri twabatambwire niwe mu bicweka bitari mwe na bimwe ikintu ekiturebire yo parish model yo nekora kandi n'ikirungitije na ntungamo ku cyamisiriza mwene utakutwara ubwire ukankushabe ugambeho abantu ba
mwene okukwata nisoko mukukumbeka amaka kandi amaka agakwatanise agahurire gombeka ihanga erugumire yemereiraho amaka kugakuba gatagumire ihanga tirugumire tiruhurire tirine hiriyemereire amaka ninka amahega kuko utaine mahega tukubasa kuteka kuko kugira amahega notika ku sefuriya ne hama rero noteka byo kuteka nibisi mwene PDM nyewe ikindi kugisimira ikindi agukuba cyo cyonga ni rwanso bworo icyo kubanza kunka icya kabiri ni rwansa amakagata kwatanise kuko reba abantu abakora PDM karabamo ekakoragi nureba umwami n'omukyara bakwatanise ekintu ekyo mutakigaya haza rero batese byeka yabo hamwe bondeka hamwe ekebasa kubaho haza amaka kuba tuyina amaka menjo mukyaro gakwatanise gatyo tuyinihanga tuyine kusimira Ruhanga mbwene nyeki nkwenda kubongeraho PDM egi ekinkuteka ngo nacyo tuyine kuteka kuturagire PDM yakora yareta amagoba twijuke okusima Ruhanga manya Ruhanga nuwareta enjura Ruhanga nuwareta omushana nuwahereza ekabana abana mwenda hurriwe mwene Ruhanga ogwowe tutukumutamu omupulani yeitu kumusima ntubasa kusima abandi bona ntusima abantu kandi ntusima president na Ruhanga kanwe yamuretsire president kandi wamwemereireho egi myaka yona akamukozesa egi myaka yona mbwenu kutukuba ntwombeka amaka kandi ntusima Ruhanga nebitutungire twagire ekitwasharaho urriwe Bible tugira ngo tufe kusharaho kimwe cy'ikumi kora atunge miliyoni n'emitwaro 30 ofe kuyaho emitwaro 13 ugitware usime Ruhanga akwira amagara akwira kuzara akureteire PDM hona kiri ngo ushemere nawo kumutamo umplani yo kusima aza kutukuba ntusima Ruhanga agama kanisa ngombe ko tuga kuguma gabuzire cyombeka umureba nturonda ngo abajungu beje batuyande abo kubatibegwa kusima Ruhanga amakanisa gombe kwa twa checks tw'abantu abatine cyango konke cyatungire cyone ari ngo yagiye kiyihaho ekikwetwa tithe Bible mbwenu mukitekatekeho n'abakureberera amakanisa mushomesa abantu okusima Ruhanga nicyo kikuru hariho example ibakugamba mu Bible yabari babire barwire bembe bakaza wa Yesu bakamujya ngo kuko banokunda tukatambira ati ninkunda kandi nyenda ngumba tambire akabona 10 bakabari 10 akabatambira bakira konka ko baheze kukira bayebwa umwe wenka niwe yagarikireyo atubona ndyaha ndyo hurire nyinumvira kugwa bandi yagarika yo kusima Yesu mbwe ngo kwiyagarikire kumusima Yesu yamutambira biriye byabere bicwekire yabigariraho enkojo yazihamu Bible nejya ngo yamuhindura whole nikimanyisa oteine kamogo konka bari ya mwenda bakakire vende konka bagenda n'enkojo zabo bagenda enkumwe zabere zicwekire zaguma zicwekire konka bakire vende konko wagarikire yomu nabiriye byabere bicwekire byona Yesu akabigariraho he became whole mbwe no kusima bantu nako mfukuto mu plan yanyu aza kutukwego kusima Ruhanga nenjura nagitwongera ajati nimba henjura in season and out of season nenjura nagitwongera nebishobeye kukwatanisa ngo kumukwatanisa omwo mwashabanye kiro numuza kubyama Ruhanga atagire kimurema kandi bajyangwensi eyiruhanga ari mukama wayo eyinomgisha
so mbona hati ninyenda ko kwebaza akampurura n'umwami we akampurura n'umucyara akampurura n'umusheje more n'uwo mucyara so ninyenda kubebaza abukwimukira omuhururu yito yituretsire mukakire sentezi mukazikozesa tubere ntubaroza kureba abakubasa kukora bakayiha umboro kandi bakahinduka icyo kureberaho abandi ahubwo ntushaka ngo tuhereze sente tukwija kwemera mbona ati akampo more yagira ngo okongeraho amezi acyamezi ntujya kugera parani mpango yebyanga abo kwa kamateneti abere yatugambire buriyo ubutanko bakutunga urushozi konga nko kabashara yagamba ubuntu buyamba abantu bake ntubantu wenda okutsindika mweza arushozi gakayamba abantu amakamo y'ingiho ntujya gukora plani ntukikora ahubwo twakikozere Bushenyi omufamu ya gavumenti ntushikere urutoke haza tuweza munonga urutoke rwetu rwa Bushenyi ntuweza tani 5 umuhekiteya haza abanyankora abahehi bobeza tani 5 mbona okushikera nukweze emirundi 10 okukira okutegereza enjura konka nabo nzakora enteekateeka kundagarikiye mbe nakigambire ntuza kukituma nkora kureba okutabahereza ezo zimu kugamba water pumps ezokukozesa amaani g'izooba tizikwenda amashita solar power ntuza kukitandika kandi ensiranga akagihangagye yagira empanga yagira enshozi bati mukimura akore mugambire abantu banyu baryo mbishara abako nibakomye bishara namona boko muhangarinda kubasima ndebero baryo mukishara kitu iki cyo kuza rwa mucucu barigiremo ikifundo cyagarukaho konka aroho bacyaba abahena muhanga abakufingo bukabeyo muranko mukishara barigemo abo direkishara amezi tugatungike gazo mu rushozi gashumi nkana koze reka pampo ku rwa mucucoko kumushomesa amanyakabato mushomesa oguru mumanya mushomesa wa mucucoko nkamuha pampo ya Bushenyi maho
twashemerwa okutweta kuganiraho nitwe nk'abebembezi kandi twarogo mugisha nsime abebembezi bankore kureba ngo na kigezi kuranga president kwatwesere mwaje mu bwiyinje mwebare munonga
atarwishonge mwe yimbetere konga ntakagishyireho kamaze mfunze ebitubeni tugamba ekigambo ekikuru ekiri mu kubingo boro maka ekitune kongeraho ekyo kubanza no kusimura abantu bakasimuka bakakozesa sente zitubahaire baheza kusimuka tuyina kureba ngo twababangira n'ebintu ebimwe ekyo kubanza n'amaizi abokuba ebyo byona bitukubahereza empunu enkoko embuzi ente nibyenda amaizi kandi amaizi gahaka gatari gamakwatane agokweshera omudamu mbona iki kintu turiyo nturwana tukitekatekeho aba gavumenti okurenga abantu twabashikya amaizi agokuhereza ebintu omuka okuhereza amatungo ekindi amaizi gokushikerera ebihingwa hati nora omushana ogukuguri ubwo mushana nugubasera Dr. Muranga Bushenyi tukamuha obuhagizi yatwingira urutoke urwakushikerera amaizi we nayeza munonga okukirimu abanyankore n'abakiga abo kushikerera n'okutamwa orwezo Dr. Muranga natema ebitoke bya tani 5 buri hika imwe numutema nutika buri hektea imwe nimutema tani 5 mbwene Dr. Muranga muje muzeyo Bushenyi Nyaruzinga mwerebereye mbwene Muranga nabakiza okweza ebitoke abatakumanya nyankwe imporo bakwata ngo no kusharura no kubura no mugusha nabo ekyo umwana mushobora abantu baitu mbashobora ikigambo cya flexible planning with substantive aims etukugendera no kutungura abantu nensi mbona okugenda na line emwe yonka okeba kandi ikindi ekikuru munongo nobo lyo munshoro mbe nahabwira bembe abantu bampurura nti homestead income okubingo boro maka ni LCM lowest common multiple ombizu byone ebyensi LCM nena mbere kutaha umunamba ezindi zone omusoga nagamba nti akange kakira kaife aboko enguto korasi amashanyarazi ebyona n'entunguka development entunguka ne yatwena kunga kandi obworo n'obwawe omukayawe personal so nabwekyo enguto ntuje kwikora konko kugaruka hinyuma tukakununkira abantu musime tukakununkira ba apiyo mukishobora abantu bitu bakyetegereza niyo nkora enungi okukira ofukugenda n'enguto abantu bari namabuto antwija niyo na mama twarebo hariya rwa mabondo ahitwayemerera kuko twanturahuka twarebo umukazi ahekera kana kenishuke rukutukura lya wa mutu hakoras harukoras ga yabari hakoras tuwagire bakorasi ege erukurugisha kere kuzana koras roho kokana wa mutu kuna yero mbona hatekturetsera nkabani ndambura Jinja. I was in Jinja and I met a group of young industrialists belonging to a group called Abyssinia Industries. Now, I don't know whether my people have their picture. When I was visiting Abyssinia Industries, they are making steel in steel products in Jinja. And one of them told me that he loved Ntungamo. Who is that one? Who told me that he loved Ntungamo? Is it you are the one? I will call you later, you tell me why you loved Ntungamo. So, they told me we have got iron ore in Kabari and Butogota. Very good iron ore. Tuyino obutare burungi obukukera burungi munsi yona aboka makuru mushanju harigana inga nkaga na munana harigana necyoma ubundi butari baburi 40 30 50 bito buri hari 70%. Konga tatu nekizubu cyamakara okwesha imwako manyo kwesha ningaba abaravurireho bakabagira obutare amabara garumwe cyoma tugato mu kirubi furnace tutamo amakara then tutamo okujuguta no kutamo bellows blowing oxygen in hati area ferrous or ferric oxide obutare omurro gukijotya oxygen ergamo ekwatana n'amakara ekora carbon dioxide otugara n'ekyomo mbona hati konkati abahiru kuba yizire bajya ngwaga makara ganyu tugene mani agemiti katkozese amakara aga coal amakara go muitaka ibo kweta coal kandi kuni tustijini so mwana hato ababa abasiga zaba numere n'abantu bato bo bagize ngo ito tereza square mahiri 15 tuyingiye mu emiti tukora amakara gemiti tujaga kozesa gukora ebyoma,
whereby we are manufacturing steel from sponge iron to the billets, and thereafter we will be producing the finished product. At the current moment, we are transporting the iron ore from within this region, from Kabale, Muko, and predominantly this area, up to Jinja, and that is the direction we're taking at the moment. We had a fruitful discussion about manufacturing pig iron from charcoal. What we would do is manufacture industrial charcoal in a disciplined, organized way, such that we can make liquid steel within this region. The idea is to generate employment, almost 1,500 people in direct employment from this plant, and thereafter, of course, in tens of thousands within this region. So this is our objective, and we look forward to the way forward. Thank you. We need approximately 10,000 acres.
10,000 is how many? That's about 15 square miles.
Yes.
So that's why I've called you. And if you had the 10,000, you would do what? You would make charcoal.
Yes, sir.
And then the charcoal would be used in the factory to produce the what?
We will manufacture pig iron.
What is pig iron? How is it different from sponge iron?
So that it will be carbon. So from the iron ore, we will do the reduction, and we will make liquid steel.
You can do it on the same site.
Yes.
Pig iron, is it steel, or you need to add more?
From the liquid, we will generate it through the BOF, the liquid steel. The blast furnace.
You would make final steel.
Yes.
So that is the issue now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mbwen hati nichengize ntumunyetera abona abantu abakama abankorera kigezi mbasa kutakishara muhati aboko nikisia ukamugene mushitame muronde square mahiro 15.
Habwe experience ejo nareba abantu bo bari abachayina tibalenda kuza kuhinga, balenda ngo bagigure n'abantu, kandi uko baragigura n'abantu niko n'abantu bareyongera kugihinga.
Very good.
Ngwena ababo tibaletenga kuhinga, ubu baragamba ekaze zibaragamba bo bagire ngo bayenda ku emite ibalenda omukiga no munyankora rabahemiti.
So what
kandi nyo kinda kukolere
Patel
no kuguma ndakubabura muri yo cyoconga
nyowe ekinaba ningamba ekyo nkabire ninchagira konga ko mwamo warugaha okuyagamba Your Excellency nitwe nkabanya Uganda nkabanyankora buwatayayira capacity gine eyo kubasa kubyara ejo miti aba bashija aba nicyo nagambiro nyankore ngo batabicenga aba bashija bakajigura nitwe tukatunga mirimo eri kurugo muri itwe esente zikagaruka muri itwe mbashiko oriyo no yenda ngutube oriyo no twongera akasente ngututunguke tugire sete ababija bakahinga itito tukoreki nyona ninjira bantu mwe omuri Rubirizi tuine emiti mingi munonga nobu wakwenda nitutandikira Rubirizi yonka mwana tindi kureba abwenshi nibija kuhinga bishoba bakega kuhinga ryari to katura mu kuhinga we bare your excellence
abantu ngamo muri buhoro je nanye mukama yampereza kanya kugaruka hana shemerwa mnonga konka nyonka uraruma that this company particularly wanted to come to Ntungamo. And I know that all Ntungamo hills are there. You know very well that when I was here in Ruhama, we were trying to plant trees on the hills of Ruhama. But we did not do a very good job because we did a very small percentage of the hills of Ruhama, not talking about Ntungamo in general. So we have more than that amount of land they are looking for on the hilltops. If they are willing to work to plant trees on the hilltops or work with communities to plant the trees on the hilltops in Ntungamo, I believe that Ntungamo people would take up this challenge and do a good job of it. But we need to sit together at another venue and discuss this properly and agree on what we can do with this offer. And as the others, of course, as the other districts also discuss their own project. I submit.
It seems the principles are now, the strategy is clear. Me, I was worried about the input costs, the raw material costs, but the investor is, I'm very happy to know that he's comfortable with buying the raw materials so that he doesn't have to undertake the burden of planting or he does only a small part. So therefore, let Dr. Bariumusi, working with the Mwebesa industry, Bahati, and Mama, because of Ntungamo, and others who may be needed, follow up with the investor so that you concretize. I give you a month, 2 months. 1 month is, they're saying 1 month. Mama wants 2 months, no problem. Let's have 2 months. If there's an elder, you don't override. So 2 months, and agree. This is really a zonal effort. The raw materials are in Kabale, are in Butogota, the iron ore. The trees will come from Kabale area, but also Ntungamo. You are talking of Isingiro area, Rwampara. So you can, and he can also advise which would be the best location. You can advise you. So that's why I had called you. Tingwe nangu project ejo ego menji mkumanya ogwo menji omukazi omukazi yanazara omwana yafa bajya omwana yamwitira omumenji ningo kutoroga a boat. So I give you 2 months, end of May. I don't have to call all of you people.
Mwebale kutwakira na rukundo yamani. Mwebale mnonga. Mwenu nanye munsimire muzeyi kunchiriza kubaramutsaho. Neja kubaramutsaho kandi kubahi